going on, world?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Episode 8, man. My guy Kenny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Meech couldn't make it. That's it.
prayers up to Meech, man. Hope everything's good.
But what we got today, Kenny, man? I want to talk about
Listen, man. Today, what we got, Zeke, man. I want to talk about love, man.
Love.
I want a little bit of a discussion on that.
Love.
Okay. Nah. We ain't asked you to sing.
Remember that song?
Yeah, that's a good song right there.
Keisha Cole, right?
Right. We should play that. You know, you should put a little clip in there whenever.
Right. All right.
But I think, man, basically, I want to just know, you know, obviously you're married.
I am.
You know,
Yep.
everything's looking good on your end.
It is.
So I mean, to you,
Love, man. What does love mean to me? So in the context of like relationship as with a significant other,
that's
in
the thing
context
we're gonna get into. I feel like we can break it down to, you know, we can talk about love with a partner, love from family, love from your peers. You know.
Yeah. So
specifically, right now, I'm talking about partner to partner love.
So I think, because as you know, like my wife and I have been like together since like college.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to know each other so much. You know what I'm saying? We've grown together since we were like kids, basically.
Yeah.
I think it means a lot, man. Like I feel like there's not a real concrete answer to it because it constantly changes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what's so special about love. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It constantly changes. The meaning of it changes, and like it turns into one time it can be like, I don't know, sacrifice. Another time it can be like passion. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many things that love can be.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
No, I get you.
But
I get you.
But yeah, and happiness too, because I don't know how you can not be. I don't know how you can be happy and hold on. I'm sorry. Let me scratch. I don't know how you can be in love and not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that? 'Cause that's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it
being
is.
in love but not happy.
Yeah, it's. See, at that point, that tells me like you got into something with your feelings, and then it's like you weren't initially happy in that space, and that could be tough. You know, especially when you want to put all this energy into somebody.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're not receiving that same kind of energy. So, you know, you may be unhappy. Or it could be, you know, a situation with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the first step to, you know, love is, you know, being happy with yourself first.
Absolutely.
Before you can give that love to someone else. You know what I mean? So
absolutely agree, man. I think if you're able to... If you can't love yourself, how are you going to love anything?
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Like, if you can't really... For example, right? You know, I like using things as an examples or whatever. For an example, you are working out or you want to become healthier and you want to take care of yourself, but you're not doing the right things to do that, right? Mm-hmm. And you're not treating your body like it's supposed to be treated. You're not consuming the right, you know, vitamins or the right foods for you to get to that goal that you're trying to get to. So you don't really love you're not truly like embracing the love for your body for you to grow and change.
Exactly.
So it's like, like you have to be willing to, you know what? I love me. I'm gonna take care of me. I'm gonna get to a certain spot where I feel happy about myself, and I'm gonna find someone to share it with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think that goes hand in hand.
I agree. For my definition of love, honestly, it's similar to what you're saying. You know, you definitely got to be happy with yourself first. But I look at love as just being like, you know, two people who are just on the same page, willing to sacrifice for one another, you know, without even like thinking about it. Just no hesitation. I got your back, you got mine.
Yeah.
And, you know, those kind of bondages and stuff like that, they don't always translate into like relationships.
Yeah.
I think like...
Oh, wait. What do you mean? Like
I'm saying like... You can see those kind of situations where people got love for people, you know, but they may not be the right fit together. You know, I've just seen a lot of instances in that way where it's like, you know,
that's tough, man.
They got mad love for them, but just
tough.
won't do it.
That's
know?
Tough. That's tough.
It is.
Can you be in love with like more than one person?
I was just about to ask you that. Bro. Here's my thing. I think.
Like, can you be? I think
emotionally, you can love other people. You can be in love, because I think the act of being in love is just kind of like the pre-stage before actually like what love is. You know. My bad. So I think that you can love more than one person, but I think in the end of the day, like.
So, you're saying you can love more than one person and be happily in a partnership with more than one person?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I think you can definitely have love for multiple people. We all have feelings, man. Like,
you keep saying you keep saying you can definitely have love for, but you're not saying in love, because I think it's a difference when you break it down, like in love versus for love. Like, like you can be like, oh yeah, that's my friend. I got love for her, but you're not in love.
I think in our society, it's deemed, obviously wrong to be in love or be in like or whatever with multiple people. But I think as human beings, I think we can. It's just we gotta decipher like, who's really for us and who's not. So I think emotionally you can. Like, I think it's just part of human nature. Okay. Your emotion's not gonna just turn off because there's another person involved. You know what I mean? Okay. But I'm not condoning like cheating or anything like that. I'm not doing that at all. But I'm just saying from an emotional standpoint, I think you could catch feelings, fall in love for someone else. Yeah. Like I think it's possible. Yeah.
You're right. We're only human, I guess. Right.
Exactly.
So, I was just thinking of another question that I wanted to bring up to you. I had forgot it. As far as love, right? Can you like, how do you, when you get can you get out of love with someone?
Can you get out of love?
Can you get out of love with someone?
I think so, man. I think you can fall out of love.
Like, what would make someone like get out, like fall out of love with someone or something? Like I use basketball as an example with everything. Like, Cole retired. Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm done. Like, I gave it up my all. Like, I gave it my sweat, my blood and tears, my love. I'm done. I wrote a poem to their basketball and everything. And
well, that's because he gave everything he could. Yeah. He left it all out there, you know. But I think it's different when you talk in relationships. Yeah. Because I think a lot of times when you see relationships end, say you're in a long relationship, I think a lot of the times it ends because of like people's insecurities. They may not think that they're the best version of themselves, so they kind of cast that energy onto others. Oh yeah. So it's like, all right, then that balance, is uneven now. So it's like one person may drift apart. So because I've seen that. But I also think like true love can be worked on. Like no love is gonna be smooth. Yeah. You're definitely gonna have to, there's definitely gonna be some rough patches, but
absolutely.
You can put the work in for it.
That's what makes it stronger.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like I don't know a couple that's perfect. Mm-hmm. That's has no issues and everything's fine all the time. Like show me that couple, man. Like show me that couple. But like it's a challenge, but it's good because once you overcome those challenges, you develop more of a love, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And so, you grow from that as a couple together. Yeah. You go through adversity. Yeah. That's what you need to build that relationship up for the long term. When I talk about love, honestly, it takes me back to like, I'm talking like 3rd grade,
Oh, really?
Just crushing on a girl.
Oh, okay.
Quick story. So when I was living in New Jersey, man, I was crushing on this one girl, so heavy. Yep. Like, at that time, I would call it love. Like, I would call it love. I was in love with her. Excuse me. We edit that. But I was in love with her, man, and I noticed, like, myself just trying to do everything I could to just get her to notice me and just, know I'm here. Like, I'm here. I'm not playing with you. I'm here. I want to be something with you, whatever that is. But I think, like, that level of love, like that intimacy, like as a young child, it's so pure. It's so pure. But I feel like in today's age, it's like, a lot of guys, we just want to just love and then, just do the girl dirty.
Yeah, like people don't crush anymore. Like
people don't crush.
I want this girl.
Exactly. People don't take the time to, you know, get romantic and actually, you know, go pursue a girl. You know, and when we get them, I feel like that energy is just turned off. Like, we don't work as hard once we got them. Yeah. And men, we got to stop doing that. We got to do better, man, for real.
Do you think that part of that has to do with just, like, I don't know, social media and people wanting to be perceived and looked at a certain way? Like, oh, look at me, I'm with this chick. Yeah. I'm with this girl and I'm with this person. Like,
yeah.
You know, or...
I think that could be something that's said. I don't know. I feel like today's age, people just don't like to commit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we're so fast paced now, we don't have time to, you know, actually take on a relationship and try, you know?
Yeah, that is, you're right about that. I feel like nowadays a lot of people are like, I don't know, like 1 year relationship, you know what I mean? Like, that's the max that I've seen with people, you know? You know, like nowadays people are dating for a few months and then it's on to the next.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly.
It's tough because then you're like, man, who can I like trust?
Exactly.
Like, is this girl gonna leave me for someone else and just be like, you know what, I'm not really feeling it. Like, people are afraid of commitment, man.
That's why, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
People are afraid to settle down because they think they're missing out on opportunities. Yeah. It's like, no, all the opportunity you need is right in front of you, you know?
Yeah, man, it's so true, man. And with love, right? Have you had bad instances with? And you can answer any question. You don't have to answer any question, but you know, I want us, you know, it's a Live For You podcast where we're being real.
Yeah, we're being real, being open.
General, like, this is just genuine. So, have you had situations where you have, you know, had bad experiences with love? You know what I mean? Like, that has really put you, because love sometimes it could put you in a low place, man. You know, so
love, especially when you get connected, you putting that effort in, and it's not going the way you want it.
Yeah,
it could change you, it could hurt you, man. Love is dangerous.
Have you had any?
Personally, me, yes. I've been through relationships that didn't end on the greatest note.
Yep.
Especially when I thought there was more there.
Yep.
So I mean, it definitely hurts because you've invested that time, you've put in the work. You know, you expressed that you love the other person. You know, you thought that y'all would be, you know, a thing together for a long time to come. And when it just doesn't end, when it just doesn't go right, it's like it takes a little bit out of you. Yeah. So you gotta kind of regain that, regenerate that healing. You know.
Yeah. You know, if you can give any advice to people watching this, like, and to someone in a situation where, you know, their relationship may not be the best right now, and they're trying to find a solution to either, you know, resolve it. Like, what advice would you give to someone, like, basically having an issue with
going through it?
Yeah, just going through it, you know. Because one thing that I think it was Les Brown, one of his videos, he was talking about how a woman was with this man for so many years. They've had kids together, but she couldn't stand him, and she'll go to work and then come home and wouldn't even want to get out of the car to be with him. And the only reason why she was with him was because of the kids.
Oh, okay.
And then Les Brown was just basically saying, like, you being with him is making it worse. You should leave him. You know, it's not going to help. It's going to only ruin the whole dynamic.
Yep.
But the fact that the lady was saying she couldn't get out the car, like what kind of energy must you feel for someone if you can't even get out the car and want to be with them?
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
That's toxic.
That's so low. That, like, when he was talking about this, I was like, man, like, to get to that point and to feel like that, like, people feel like that. Like, I'm really, like, saddened by, you know, people feeling because depression's real, bro. Depression's real, and a lot of the, you know, some of the issues revolve around love, and, like, people be going through it, man. So it's really nice to talk about these things and to help people who are in these situations, because you know, some people kill themselves off this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Yep.
You know, I can't figure this out. I'm just gonna take my life. Boom. And that's not the answer, you know? So it's good to, like, bring all these issues, because obviously, like, love is cool. You can there's a lot of things that you can grow, have kids. It's great, but unfortunately, there are people who struggle. So it's pretty good when we're able to kind of relate and talk about our personal experiences and
exactly
give some insight. So
I think to answer your question, what advice would I give? Like, this may not answer it directly, but I think you just got to work on yourself first. Like, make sure all your ducks are in a row. You got yourself together in terms of confidence, in terms of just like belief in yourself, just like overall, just how you're carrying yourself, and just kind of figure out the reason why y'all even started that relationship to begin with.
Yeah.
Because that's where it starts. Like that feeling from the beginning when you're like, oh man, I see something in this girl or boy.
Yeah.
That's genuine. That's real. Like something attracted you to that situation.
What do they call it? The butterflies?
Butterfly, yeah. I mean, like butterflies, man. You just whatever you wanted to do to pursue it, you did.
Yeah.
And now a few months down the line, you guys are arguing and it's negative now. Go back to that reasoning and just kind of like put yourselves back in that space.
So you said like you gotta come back to yourself, self-reflect and like be more confident. Talk more about that, like.
Well, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Yep. So, I got with this girl, and I really wanted her, and I pursued it. I was persistent, and I finally, came through to it. And I noticed as we went along in the relationship, I started doubting myself. Like, man, like, does she really want me, or like, am I good enough for her? And like, do I match up with her dreams and do I align with her purpose and stuff like that? And I think as soon as you get those thoughts in your head, it's just like, the energy is gonna go down from that relationship because it's like now she sees that you're not confident in yourself and what you believe in. So it's like you're not gonna put confidence into the relationship. So I think for me personally, that's kind of what happened. I started doubting my own self when I shouldn't have.
Where'd that come from?
Insecurities, man. Insecurities, just seeing other people thriving and stuff, and I didn't check myself at the door when I came in. I'm just worried about. I look back and that's kind of selfish because I didn't put my ego aside and say what's best for the relationship. I was just worried about am I good enough? Like, no, that's not how you're supposed to go about it.
In that relationship. And like I said, man, you don't gotta.
I know we being open, man.
You don't gotta answer any question you don't want to.
We being open.
Man.
We just not name dropping.
So in that relationship, man, were you happy? Like, did you feel good about it?
Yeah. Initially, I was happy. But then as soon as that self-doubt came in, I started just worrying more and just like I took the focus away from the relationship and I put it all on myself.
So where did the self-doubt come from? Because you're confident. Yeah, from what I know. Yeah, really confident dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think the self-doubt comes from, if you go through things in your personal life, some things may not go right and you start doubting your own abilities. I think it stemmed from that. Just like, I went through a little rough patch with some outside things and I brought that into the relationship and that was something that I shouldn't have done because once I start doubting myself, she starts doubting me. And then when she starts doubting me, she's not all the way tuned into the relationship.
Energy is very real.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah,
that's bad.
Energy is so real, man. Like, if you're someone who's miserable, right, and you're in a relationship with someone who really, for the most part, isn't miserable, you're gonna it's just not gonna work. You're gonna be miserable, then you're gonna make this person miserable.
Exactly.
It's just not.
It's a bad chain reaction.
It's toxic.
Man.
It's not good. You know what I mean? Like, energy feeds off energy. So if you're so positive all the time, and if you're like, man, let's do this, let's do that, the other person's gonna feel that energy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
exactly. I think that's what we need. We need more positivity in this world.
Yeah.
Because I feel like positivity turns into good energy. Yeah. When you got good energy, good things happen to you.
Good things happen, man. When you have good energy, good things happen. And when you're vibing, like, you just create and feel good. It just I'm on that feel good like wave. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all about like, look at good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like all that negative stuff is really it's not good. Like, if you're someone going through a certain situation, the best thing for you to do, in my opinion, is to just address it, man. Like, if you're having an issue, if you're in a relationship and you don't know. You want to say something that's been on your mind or your chest for the longest, and it's just bothering you. It's gonna continue to bother you until you
get off your chest,
until you address it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'll give you an example for myself. Like, I'm someone in the past who has always kind of kept emotions to myself. Like,
yep, me too.
Like, since like I was young, like I'll keep, if something bothers me, I'll just keep it to myself. And I'm like, you know what? All right, we're good.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So, give us in the audience, give us your first love story, man.
My first
love, like first love.
My first love story.
You obviously don't have to drop names, Don't want you to get compromised out here.
This guy, you trying to set me up. You trying to set me up. My first love story, I think, kind of similar to you, man. I think we have to go back to like when I was in, I think, like second grade.
Yeah.
When I was really young, there was this girl who, from my mom's friend, and she used to bring her like daughter over to my house and stuff, and we just used to just play around, just like, just have fun, like play with toys and stuff, just hang out. And I remember thinking like, man, I really am crushing for this girl. I really like this girl.
Right.
Like, when's she gonna come over? The thing is though, we started off as friends. You know what I mean? And I just remember like, man, I like this friendship.
Yeah.
And I really love this friendship. I want this to continue. I want this person to be in my life. Like,
right.
When I was young, I was feeling like that.
Yeah.
And I think like we were talking about, like, I had a crush for this person. You know what I mean? But obviously, being that young, you don't know how to really, you don't really know how to like. You just want to be with this person. That's it.
Yep.
And yeah, that was my like first real crush. And then like, other than that, growing up and stuff, I never really been into. I really was, cause ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really was just so focused.
That was
on
your
basketball.
love right there.
I was so focused on basketball. I really didn't try to like get into any relationship or anything, man. I was just so focused because, having my brothers and stuff and my sister, like,
kept you focused.
Just like, yo, like, just stay. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. So I really wasn't like, prom, this and that, that. But I wasn't really.
You go to
like,
prom?
No, I went to prom.
Okay.
I went to prom. But I'm saying I wasn't really like trying to like get involved with the ladies like that, because I just was so focused with basketball and trying to set the future right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it starts with really having like a crush. Like if you have a crush, man, and then if you can establish a friendship, and then just like, hey, let's just hang out. Let's chill. I'm gonna take you out.
Oh my God.
People don't do that. People are like, yo, you got a man or you got a girl.
Right, it's so instant. You're just trying to get to right
got a
to
girl.
it.
Oh, what you doing tomorrow night?
Exactly.
Okay, word. Let's link. Like just so fast like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people aren't
taking their time with it no more.
Take your time. Like, hey man, like you going to school? What you going to school for? Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah. Like have conversations.
Taking the time to figure out that person first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like, oh yo, I DM'd you or I messaged you.
Right.
I'm trying to get to know you. What?
That's the world we live in, bro.
That's
crazy, man. People don't put the work in anymore, and I think I'm guilty too, man, for finally like pursuing something, getting it, and then I get complacent. I'm like, I forgot what I was pursuing, to begin with.
Yeah.
And I think that's that effort in the middle and between stages when you're outside of the honeymoon phase and you got some time in it. You stop putting that effort in. You stop coming up with the trips and the planning of the dates or whatever. You're not putting the work in as much.
Yeah. So at this stage in your life, right? You don't gotta answer any questions. At this stage in your life, can you lock it? Are you someone who's like, yo, I just really want to focus on myself and continue to build myself right now, or are you someone who's just like, you know what, man, I wouldn't mind having a significant other in my life. I wouldn't mind building a partnership with someone. Yeah,
I definitely think at this point in my life, I'm a little bit of both. I can't say like to having a partner would be interesting, someone to, keep me on the straight and narrow, and maybe they might help me, expand my goals and stuff like that. So I'm definitely keeping my options open in terms of whatever happens. I'm with energy. I'm with good energy. Cool. But at the same time, I am still trying to, get everything I need to get done on my end together so that I can be presentable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I I follow Twitter and stuff, bro. And I feel your energy, man. Lately, you've been really saying a lot of stuff that's been resonating with me. Like you'll say something, I'm like, man, I feel that, man. Like I'm with you. So
follow me on Twitter at @TheLockItLive on Twitter. Go ahead.
But no, bro, I feel the energy, man, and like where did that motivation come from? Because you weren't tweeting like that, and lately you've been saying some real stuff.
No, I think I'm at the point where it's like, all right, I'm 26 now, which is crazy.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Crazy, 26. And I think like I don't have the time for just the BS, the negativity, the bullying, the whatever you want to call it, man. I'm all about positivity. Yeah. If you're not being positive in my world, you don't need to be around me, man, because there's too much negative out there.
Yeah, man. I
need a positive circle, That's why I'm friends with you and my boy Meech and everybody. You guys are all like, positive minded and influential and goal oriented and stuff. So I think that's just been resonating with me. We got to show more positivity. We got to be grateful for our moments. Just being aware, man, because, like I said, time is flying, man. We getting older, so.
Yeah, we were just in college. Not, like, who would think we'll have a platform on the podcast?
Exactly.
We were just in college acting a fool, not knowing anything about
acting
any of this
a fool,
stuff.
Man.
You know
Straight
what I mean?
up.
Like, and then what's that? Just a couple years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago.
And it's just all of a sudden the sudden change.
Yeah, but I think we mature as we grow.
Yeah, experiences.
And again, having you're older than me, so you kind of help lay the foundation. You, Jamal, Carson, Darius, y'all all help lay that foundation for me as a young guy coming up and recognizing what's real and what's not. Like, I don't have the time for the BS and the fake people anymore. It's just not the energy I'm trying to be around. Yeah. So that's why guys like you guys mean a lot to me for real.
Yeah, no, definitely, man, and it's important too because a lot of those guys, they talk about you a lot.
I know.
They they be like, yo, what's good with Ken, man? How's he doing? How come he's not trying to hit us up? So
look, man, I love all y'all out there, man. I do, but just stick with me. I'm young. I'm still trying to find myself. So stick with me. There's no love lost with everybody, all my brothers, man.
Absolutely,
so
man.
Just wanted y'all to know that for real.
Absolutely, man. So any more questions on love? Because we can, to be honest with you, we can really go.
We could go in depth. We could. I
know Meech is going to be tight because this is one of the topics I think he would like to talk about.
He has a lot to say for sure on that. Maybe we have a part 2. Maybe.
Yeah, like we did with the basketball.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, I'm interested with the idea, like the feeling of love. Like, what does it feel like to be in love and to have love for people, or when people show love for you? Like, what does that feel like?
We should ask our viewers. We should go on like Instagram Live, or I have the questions.
Or have a poll or something.
A poll and be like, what do you guys feel?
Yeah, I think.
What does it feel like to be loved?
Mm-hmm.
But I can answer that question.
Yeah, I want to know.
So there was one time, I think for my birthday years ago, my wife got me a board, right? A real creative board where it had like the candy bars. And it had a nice message with the candy bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was dope. Like, she said basically, happy birthday, I love you, and this and that, using the candy bars, the words from the candy bars. So I'm like, yo, that's creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And just stuff like that, I'll be like looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's dope, man. That like, you took this time to do this for me, man. Like,
see, so that's the feeling right there.
So that's cool, man. And when you find different ways to just kind of surprise your partner and like really just show your affectionate by like doing stuff like that.
Yep.
That just goes to show you how much you care. You know
exactly.
What I mean? So, and then I remember one time, I think it was I was with my friends in Providence, and we went to Rentham, and I was like, yo, I gotta get this Kate Spade bag, man. I know my wife's into these type of bags. I know she'll love this. And I had my boys. They was like, yo, this, nah, like this. like we were in there like 4 black dudes in Case Space store and just looking at purses and
people
stuff.
looking at you crazy,
like,
right?
What the guy doing, man? So like, I'm like, yo, I don't know, blah blah, but I ended up getting the right one and she loved it, man. And I just think when you take the time to really care about someone and really invest your time to really help them out or just show how much they mean to you, yo, like
it's no greater feeling, bro.
That's priceless. You know what I mean? So
sure.
So if you're one more thing, if you're someone who's struggling and not sure how to resolve a situation in your relationship, man, number one, killing yourself isn't the answer. Like, all jokes aside, man, killing yourself is not the answer because that's just not the answer, man. Like, you don't want to take your life away because of something like that. You have to really have the courage to talk to your partner, to talk to your significant other, or the courage to reach out to someone for help.
And put out your imperfections, man.
Yeah,
speak on them.
Speak on them, man, because it'll just continue to eat you up, man. And you don't want to be going around life feeling real low or miserable with that on your mind. So, you know, if you're someone who's going through a certain situation where you don't feel like you can speak, like, you just gotta have the courage, man. Just find something within yourself to be like, yo, I'm not feeling like this anymore. I'm gonna talk to someone about this. So, I say that because I had a friend who was low, really, really, real low, in a position where they ended up, like, you know, taking their own life away. You know, so it's like you don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to, like, get to the point where you just end it. You know, so
right.
But it's real, bro.
It is, man. It's real out here. That's why I say love can be very dangerous.
Yeah, man. Communication.
Communicate.
It's key.
You just talk to your partner, man. Like, there shouldn't be nothing to hide. Yeah. Shouldn't be any masks in the relationship. If you're not happy with yourself, you know, talk it out. Maybe that person can help you. You never know. So, just figure out what it is you want in love and in life, and go get it together. Like, you guys should be a team working together, building for something in the future, man. If it's that serious to y'all, so
cool.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all, we good?
I think we good, man.
Good.
Live for you.
Live for
Let's
you.
get it.
Cool.